We got Nurgle, which is horrible. No one wants to be Nurgle, but I will take it because it's a game. I just wanted a game. We got a game. It's Fallen Glory, so I think it's pretty good. They have got a tackle, pom, murder. That's a very good festival. Very, very good festival. Good ball carrier. 12 players. Not much development on the warriors. And a very good beast. Wow, that's going to be a nightmare to deal with. Block and stand firm on the beast. This is a good team. I bet they have a good record because I'm pretty sure it's a good coach. That's a lot of games, but it is a good record. This will be tough. This will be tough. Wizard and bribe, I guess. Do I have dirty player? Do you have a dirty player? This is tough. This will be really tough. Their record was lots and lots and lots. This is game number 23 on the Wood Elf team. Sorry, I should say that. Yeah, it's a very solid record. It's a lot of games, but it's a very solid record. They haven't got much guard, actually. They've got no guard other than these two, so that's one thing for attacking the ball. Potentially does make it easier. That was their team. This is our team. Game number 23 for us. Okay, so they're very much in the Nurgle race. Very, very much in it. And that's exactly the inducements I would have expected. Wizard at a bribe. I guess they might be streaming as well. I don't think I've ever... do I know Fallen Glory is a streamer? Let's have a quick check, see if there's someone in my... I'm not sure who that is as a streamer. Maybe as someone I should be following. The reason it's a scary matchup, Queen Elizabeth, is that the TV that they have got is really focused on a couple of players that are particularly hard for elves to face, right? Like they've got a very, very good elf killer because it's Tackle Mighty Bow, and it's even got Juggernaut to deal with our wrestlers, and they've got a dirty player, and they've got a very, very good beast. So these are all the sorts of players that Nurgle want if they're going to have a chance against elves. And then put on top of that the wizard and the bribe, and things do get complicated. Like I probably am going to try and Daka this game, which I didn't in the last game, because of the wizard. In this game, I'm like, well, there's still a wizard, but am I going to Daka? Probably, because I think if I going on offense first, if I score too quickly, I could just lose this game. Exactly, Queen Elizabeth. Like, I'd rather that they had development on these warriors. Like, they've got 2 warriors with no development, and that is probably, like, not that good for me, unless it just happens that they roll some bad blocks and get 1 in 9s. Whereas having a killer with all those skills, that's definitely not great for us. Okay. So tree on, I think. And maybe like here. Or maybe a bit further back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beast of Nurgle is such a pain for the Dakar as well because it means you can't base all the players in line like you want to. Means you can't cover for the bits as well. Oh, I forgot one of these is catch now. Catch now has guard. And you in here. We let you there. In case of blitz, so push you up one. God, dackering against a wizard really is a risk. This could backfire really horribly. Okay. Weather is good. What are we doing first? Oh, why did I leave you on? I should have had the rookie catcher on. That's the perfect one to carry the ball on. Oh well. Okay. Not an instant snake. That's good. God, the wizard makes this all so much scarier. Alright. There is a formation. Is it the right formation? Is it a good formation? I'm not sure, but it's a formation. Would have much preferred defense first on this game if we could have done, for lots of reasons. You know, you hope maybe you can draw the wizard out on defense. You can have the one turn as a fallback option, and it means you know what you need from your offense, which are all big advantages. Okay, claw is on this side, so I'm going to try and move the tree up to here. Because the claw is now way away. Now, of course, that is strength 4. You have got real chances to hit the tree if you choose to do that. But it's still going to require more assists, and if you take more assists, it bunches your team together, and that is a good thing for us. Could also try and knock that down right now. Wondering if I do. If I do, it does mean they'll get hits on us this turn. But it also could be good. Okay. So our Decker is already pushing into them more than I normally would. But I feel like if I'm too passive, this can go very badly for us, which is why I don't want to be too passive. Spreading out wide for this turn. Really curious to see how they approach the tree situation. Obviously, basing up everywhere is standard good strategy against a Daka. Going in for the guard catcher, getting the hit with the pom. Okay, doesn't kill us without poms. That's always a good start. Does KSO. Okay. This is what's so scary about this team. That's just such a good elf killer. Like, it's a good tree killer as well, but it's just such a good elf killer. Which the last team we played didn't have. I'm really annoying myself for not putting another catcher on, because now I've only got 2 catchers on the pitch when we should have 3. It was a mistake. It was a mistake for sure. Okay, they are going to bunch up to try to fight the tree. Okay. That makes some decisions for us about what the next turn's going to look like, because we obviously want to get elves away from that. Double skull. Into double push, that is amazing. Yeah, we'll stand firm. That is just a good result for us. Lots of interesting options this turn. Okay, going to be very tempting to try and hit that and send some players through that space. We can give the ball to you and not even be in stink if we want to and go down that side. Maybe that's the right thing to do. It takes us away from that. It does take us closer to the beast though. We do have the option of not even using the tree to that. We can just blitz it. But I've been wanting to be careful about bringing the ball forward too quick because of the wizard. But actually, like, could even base that up for a turn, make it a scary wizard for them to use. I think this is the blitz. I think it's the right thing to do. Only getting a push makes this worse, for sure. For sure. think it makes sense to go through but not take the ball. I think at that point, having only got the push, maybe would have been more aggressive if I'd got a knockdown there. So ball can stay. Come to be out of beast range back here with some friends. That's going to be a dodge. That's going to be a big fat pow. That's going to be a lovely KO on a block warrior. Nice. I should have been one square further to the side because I have left a hit on that now, and it's pretty tempting for them because it's an actual 1-turner. Like, I can see why you just go for that hit. You know, the one thing is that if you do go for that hit, you're bringing your whole defense back, which is not bad for us. But yeah, I wish I'd pushed that one square over still. Boy. Yeah, the offset tree on the Dakar is, I think, quite a nice strategy. It gives you a way to go forward, and it is like a tempting sort of target for a lot of teams. They're like, oh, I really want to hit that, and if you get this sort of bunch up situation, we got lucky obviously because they rolled a double skull and then rolled a double push, but yeah, giving that so they're going to go for the double GFI 3 dice here. And I don't blame them because killing that is obviously very valuable. But it does give us a lot of pitch space. Okay, that's the reroll. You're committed now. Well, that's 2 rerolls gone for the drive. You do get the POW. Do they get murder? They do get the murder. KO. Will you pile on the KO because it's a natural 1-turner? Or not. Okay, they've got rid of 2 of our catches, which is not great. On the other hand, they have given us a lot of pitch now. And they've used a second reroll. So, not as good as I'd like it to be. I'd like that to have failed, but better than nothing. Do knock the tree down, that's sad. They've got a hit here and they can move these ones still. Or are we fouling the tree? Do you need that assist? A bit confused about that. They're setting up so they're ready to foul the tree next turn, maybe. So they've just got that dirty player with assists ready to go if I don't make the stand-up roll. I guess that could be what they're doing. We did make the stand-up roll, so that's nice. Decisions. Quite tempted to blitz this because it's obviously such a pain in the bum player, but blitzing this also would not be terrible because we're probably going to take the ball this side and we could blitz it from here with tackle. I think we've got to hit this before it hits us. Good. Really good. Really, 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 really good. Did I mention that that was good? That was good news for us.
Get in.
Right. So we'll be careful with this ball. I think we're going to have to put a reroll onto this dodge if it needs it. This is now scary. That one right there. I'm going to be pretty tempted to take some GFIs in this turn, to be honest. That's good. That's fine.
I choose violence.
This needs to reroll. Thank goodness. No GFIs though. So probably I'm keeping that far back. Putting that there. I don't know, actually, maybe it's better forward. Probably was better forward with the side step. I'm really going to think about the wizard this time because you could bolt here and hit the ball. Can't score this turn though, and we'll be able to come back and hit you. It's definitely a wizard possible turn. I don't know if it's a wizard good turn. It's a really tough call. Because you're rolling dice even just to hit us, and then your recovery is non-existent. And that's if the wizard works. So I'm so glad that's gone, even if it's just for the drive. Obviously, I hope it just stays out the whole game now. Did they take any babes? They didn't. Okay, they do knock us down again. Who did the knockdown? We don't stand firm this time, because they just want the foul there, so... Okay, beast staying next to the tree I'm not sad about, because the beast I just don't want on elves. Yeah, that's why I didn't stand firm, because if I stood firm you would have fouled me right away. And you have the bribe for it, so yeah, it's exactly why I didn't stand firm. Make it so you can't just foul me right away. I mean, if you're rowdy enough, you could still try and sack the ball from here. You just have to do a heap of dodges, but you have got dodge skill. So it's not, like, totally crazy. Yes, do that. Walk through all the tackle zones, please. Okay, just put things there. Makes sense. Nice arm break for them. Very bad injury for us. That stinks, because that was not even MisspelledTree. That's a real bummer. And a good piece to have in this matchup, so yeah, a bad one to lose. Tree does not get up this time.
Boo.
easy to move forward, particularly. That's the biggest threat to if the ball goes down, so let's try and hit that. It's a shame.
I choose violence.
That is a shame. Do we have to keep the ball back again? If we bring it forward, there's going to be a definite wizard chance to get the ball on that. Also, don't want to come forward this way. I don't really know why I pushed it that way now I look at this, because that's just brought the beast back into play. I don't think they're going to wizard back here, as long as all they've got to recover with is to warriors. But I could be wrong. I don't love that the ball's still back here, I'll say that much. Definitely don't love that. Don't love that either, that was really stupid. I don't know why I didn't blitz it from this side. Getting strength 4 off tentacles is 7+, so hopefully we can just dodge away, but we shall see. Where's the blitz going to be? I'm surprised they didn't blitz down here, actually. Yeah, I don't know where the blitz is going to be. Oh, gosh, sorry, guys. I'm really not engaging with chat at all. I'm really trying to focus a lot at the moment, and game's hard. Game is hard. Okay, yeah, blitzing outside means you've only got one target left over here. Smart, gets Might to a hit. We don't have dodge on. Gets another arm break. They are breaking armor every hit. Like, they really have broken armor, I think, 100% of their hits so far this game. I think there has literally not been one which hasn't broken armor. Which is frustrating. Okay. Taking the foul there, I don't blame them, but it does at least take that player away from this side of the pitch. We're obviously going to have to switch sides to this side now. Okay, no armor break is good. I do want this to start moving forward. Good. Really good, actually, it's quite important. Do we got knocked down there? No armor break is a shame. Good. Got to try this dodge. Good. We've got to keep going. Got to put a rewind to it as as well, which we didn't want to do. But we have to, because otherwise it gets stumped on. Oh, flip off. That's really annoying. I would have preferred the tentacles just failed at that point. That's the worst of all worlds. I don't think we're going to score. Boo. I don't think we're going to score, and I'm now not sure if we're going to have that war dance for the second half. Yeah, I would have much preferred to just get stuff on the tentacles and to fail that. Because then at least we wouldn't have used a reroll on it. This is now really bad. Really, 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 really bad.
I was saying balloons.
Shit. Yep. And then foul this one. This has gone horribly. And it's another arm break because they are rolling 100% arm breaks. Literally 100%. Not an exaggeration. It is genuinely every single hit's been an arm break. That is now not a scoring threat. And that won't be because it's hard to get stumped on. Snake, please. Fail something. Nope, that's definitely an arm break, so that's not a scoring threat either. We're not scoring. We're not scoring this drive. At least it's not dead yet. Got to make that a scoring threat. It's not helpful. I think we're going to concede here. That's good. Ugh. Hating every second of this game. That's not true. There were some good seconds. There was a good second when I KO'd that. My literal might not have been literal. I mean, all you have to do to stop me scoring is that. That's the only scoring threat. That's the only one on the team. I'm just trying not to concede at the moment. Play defense. Good news is they've only left themselves one scoring threat, so it should be reasonably good chance to stop them from scoring. But then we're just defending against the wizard at 0-0, which is not good. Every single hit is an arm break. Can't apple it. Appo it. Not when that's about to get stumped on. This has been horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Felt like we were going to get a game like this. The teams have been so ready to just go to Chalice. I just was waiting for the one nightmare game to come along, and there it was. Here it, in fact, is. Okay, well, at least they can't score. It's a pretty small consolation given it's my offensive drive. I can only foul one of them, so there's no point getting the other one up. Yeah, we just lost a guard elf. Back. Dead to dead. Well, I didn't reroll it. I didn't appo it, so it's dead. And last game we lost a tree. It's going horrendously. It's going about as badly as it can. Really don't know what to do about that. Do we just accept the loss? Keep the team to fight another day? Or do we say we need that player to win the game? Hasn't used the bribe. I think if the kid comes back, I might even concede this. Preserve the team, live to fight another day, take a loss, means we're going to have to put a whole heap more games on this team. Which is a nightmare because we've been having a hard time getting any games. They've literally not failed to break armor. Like, literally none of their blitzes have failed to break armor. Not a single one. – 100% armor breaks. I think there was... The snake dodge didn't break armor and that's it. This is so bad. And they've still got their wizard. I think maybe this should be a concede. I'm really thinking about it. I'm really thinking about whether a concede is just the best thing to do here. Just ruining this record gradually, aren't I? Like, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid with this team. Like, get a perfect team to go to Chalice with. Like, absolutely perfect. All we needed to do was to not stuff up the record, and we're stuffing the record up. And weirdly, I found the team harder to win with at this higher TV. Like, and I've always suspected this with Wood Elves, that, like, is it just better to stay a bit lower on TV and have the wizard? Because, like, we just don't seem to actually win the games at this higher TV. If we concede, it'll be at least 3 wins, I guess. I mean, if we concede, I'm almost certainly not getting qualified before I go on holiday, which is a bummer. Yeah, it's a bummer. Not what we wanted to see. so frustrating. It's Kim Jok. I think it basically boils down to Wood Elves with a wizard are incredible, and playing into a wizard is hard. You know, I've always been a sort of... It's not that you don't want star players. Of course you want that player and that player and that player. But I've always thought maybe Wood Elves are a team you want to build tall rather than wide. Because if you build them to a high TV, you're never getting the wizard anymore, and your opponents are getting the wizard. Whereas if you're playing with the wizard, you're very often in good shape. So, yeah. Does that not have sure hands? I just assumed it had sure hands because it's got all the ball carrying skills. It's got 2 harms instead. It doesn't have sure hands. That actually means the sack play is much more available to us because we've got strip ball. I did not realise it doesn't have sure hands. Well, that's a good thing. The thing is, the game is definitely winnable, right? Like, even with the wizard, even with the killer on the pitch, the game is winnable. But it's also losable, and there's a worst case scenario where you lose and your players die. So do I, you know, what's better for the long term, which is trying to get this team to not just get into Chalice, but to do well in Chalice. Is it better to lose the game you could have won, but make sure you get all your players safe? Or is it better to take the risk trying to play to win? That's the real dilemma. They didn't break armor. That is the first time on a block that they haven't broken armor. The first time. And they got it anyway. In the end. Doing that with the beast is a bit rowdy. I know it's got block, but you could open the cage up if it fails. And also if it does a really stupid... Interesting choice. Okay, yeah. Well, that, yeah, maybe it would have got by. Fair enough. Does get the break arm on the foul. That's why they wrestled, of course it is, so they could foul it. Don't know why that didn't come straight into my head, that was obvious. I think we put the tree on the beast even though it's going to get knocked down again. Or do we just settle for that instead? So there's a hit on this ball right away if we want it. And I think maybe I am just going to go for the hit on the ball right away, and then if it fails, that might be the concede. If it succeeds, then we can see if there's options for this drive. I just realised that I can't get into that square. I was thinking I can hit the ball from there, but I can't get into the bloody square, can I? Well, that was stupid. Yeah, that was stupid. Oh well. Can't do the bits I thought I could do. Unless there's another way to get to that square. And we could try and dodge that first. See if we get it. No, it's possible. We'd be jumping off tentacles, so that wasn't smart either. At least we've based the killer for a turn. This was just stupid now with hindsight. Didn't think about where I was leaping from. So let's just not do it. That is nice to be off the pitch. So at least there's that. go and bother the cage now. Since we've made that mistake, let's commit to it. That's always the right thing to do, yes? Make a mistake, and instead of backing down, just throw all of your chips into the pile. See what happens. Dearie me. Yeah, there was a strip ball play on, but the problem was that there was no way of getting it without either jumping off the tentacles or then leaping and doing a dodge, which was, yeah, big mistake. Big mistake by me. Like, the space was there, and that's why I brought that round to cancel. If I did that before it actually worked out that I was blocking my own path to make a leap, which is quite an important part of that play. Didn't break armor, thank goodness. May pile on. Probably shouldn't because of positioning. No, Fallen Glory's not a Thor. This isn't a snipe, I don't think. It's just an opponent playing kill team, which is perfectly reasonable. They haven't done anything wrong. They've played their game well. They've probably played better than I have. I didn't play my first half drive very well. You know, I got frustrated because the armor and injury dice weren't good to me, but that doesn't make it bad play on their part. I don't know Fallen Glory very well. I don't know them sort of. Could have leapt into this square, but they've got guard on the ball. And what I'm trying to do is to take 2 dice on the ball, not 1 dice on the ball. Yeah, the guard's behind the tree. Takes the 1 dice, does not get us, that's good. Means you're still stuck. That's bad. Not an arm break. Okay, we're finally getting some not armor breaks, which is a relief. Just going to do the foul. I can see that. You've got the bribe. The dodge is hard. Yeah, I can see that play. Right. What's the play now? Hit this from the front. We have got the strip ball play, maybe. But the problem is, again, like, there's things in the way of where we want to hit it from. We want to hit it from one of the sides that doesn't have the guard on it, so I think not this turn. Probably. So yeah, I reckon taking a mighty bow hit here on this pesticle. You're not in scoring range, are you? No. Just taking that might be the one for this turn. That is always nice. Would have preferred an arm break, but beggars and choosers. I think we just got to play this super frippin' rowdy. I really do. Like, it's kind of scary and not fun because, like, what else? We're not made to play this rowdy, but I feel like the best chance we've got is going to be causing a mistake that opens this cage up. And by basing everything, we increase the chance of that happening. Get the strip ball round so it's ready to go next turn. Maybe it's even coming this way. Because they haven't got great options to blitz it from up there. So I should have taken that hit, but I did. Thanks for the follow, somebody. Thank you for the follow. Fast kick. Okay, so I take 2 dice now with the beast. Double skull would be nice. I mean, this could just be a Tom the Owl dice. But they've got dice to roll before they can hit it on a 2 dice. So that's something. Yeah, that's what they're going for. Maybe we should put the guard in front of that. It's not a knockdown. 2 rerolls. Oh yeah, Juggernaut for the push. Yeah, yeah. In which case that was the right decision not to reroll. Definitely the right decision with Juggernaut. I was thinking you might have to reroll it just because you're base. I didn't want them to because I don't want them to die. But I was thinking you might have to just because you're base. But actually with the reroll, with the Juggernaut, I think that was the right decision by my opponent. That's great, obviously. Tree is doing work this half. Good job, happy little rat. That's not great. Even less great, but at least not removed. Okay, yeah, we just got to go for it this turn. Got 2 dice with the strip ball from here. Unless we just fail the leap. It's failed again. Oh, no? Okay, I misread the animation. Get the POW is lovely. Get the KO is even better. Get the obvious. Obviously get that. And yeah, we have to push all of the chips into the pile again. Okay, that's fine. Just doing that. That's another sacrifice, but yeah, we just got to keep this, make it as hard as possible for them to get out of the mess that they're in. The wizard continues to hang over everything. Oh my goodness, these games are so stressful. Hey, Bitter Monkey. Hey, everyone. Hey, Howman. Is there a reason the fast guy's not participating? Well, it has been because I've been trying to keep him alive. Just flip off. Just don't roll a power. You haven't got a tackle. Like, anything else there is okay. Anything else. Fuck this game. Also, I'd really like it if my opponents would stop making every scattercatch. Because that happened last game. That's how we drew the last game, was on a scattercatch. Okay, interesting choice. So I guess we're dodging. Oh no, they just did that because they get the blitz, and then that way they get the strength 4 hit. And they're going to dodge. They're going to dodge here into the space, I guess. Oh, for some diving tackle. Okay, have to reroll it, obviously. They do make it though. And then they roll a power there. Hey, that finally went stupid. That's nice. Dale unfortunately does get sacrificed. And is KO'd. So that player annoyingly is now free. We are both on 1 reroll. Oh wow, end of turn fireball does not kill anything. Okay, that's a massive relief, to be honest, that's now gone. Let's take this block. Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely did not want to use that reroll there. We are now out of rerolls. At least they got something for it, but the lead play is now a reroll free play, which is horrible. This is a 3 dice. It's a 3 dice which rolls horrendously. Shit. What a turn of shit dice. Our blocking dice that turn went skull, 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 both down, both down. At least their wizard is gone. That is a good thing. And at least that's stunned for a turn. That is not a pass. That's good. Hey, Trigger Happy Bunny. First time in chat. Started trying to learn as can't cope. How even if they have 1 hit a turn, you start losing pieces left and right. How do you cope? That's definitely part of the challenge. That's definitely a big part of what's difficult about playing elves. Sometimes you do cope, sometimes you don't. Blitzing that to move it. Oh, and they had a double skull waiting for them as well, but they got it out of the way. Yeah, it's hard. A thing which I have not been doing very well today, but which I think is probably the most important thing, is like you just have to learn to try and be calm all the time. You have to try to learn to not let it stress you out, even though it's really, really easy to get stressed out. Like I say, I don't think I've completely mastered that myself, but yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest challenges, is like teaching yourself that like the flip side is even if you're losing players, you have more options to save games with elves than you do with other teams. So keep telling yourself it's not over before it actually is part of the battle. The other part of it is if you're losing too many players every game, you might be basing up too many players. So try to think about where you could avoid some hits and base up for your players as well. That's definitely good advice for any elf coach. Are we going for this ball? 3+ leap without a reroll. I sort of feel like I have to because we're trying to win the game. Made the leap, thank goodness. Okay, either of those work. I guess we take the knockdown. And for once, they did not make the catch. Okay. Who to do it with? Didn't make it. At least the ball's in a good square. Maybe it would have been better the other way around, I'm not sure. Really not sure. Man, if we pick that up, we probably just win. But we didn't. But we didn't. Ah, I did think that might be it for a second. I thought that might be the one. Thought we might finally be free. Okay. Killer just gets pushes, that's nice. You can't reroll that, the ball's on the floor. You can't possibly be thinking of rerolling that. I hope. Playing without rerolls is so stressful. Do you take this hit now and hope you get lucky and pow, but then know I'm going to scatter the ball? Or do you leave that and try and do a 4+ pickup with someone? Don't know the answer to that. Okay, that's good, because we have dodge. Good might be overstating it. It's okay. It could be worse. Double skull would have been nicer. If they don't scatter this ball, we will certainly try to. Okay, that all makes sense. Taking the 2 dice on our catcher. They have got block. No armor break is nice. Okay. Tree gets up. So we can make that a 2 dice. Cancel there. These are both of tackle. It's not sure we needed you there. disappointing. Bum. That's annoying. I think we've got to sacrifice you to you. Which I don't like doing, but I also don't like that killer being free. And then we've got to try this. Okay. Okay. Do we have to do the rowdy dodge? If we don't do the rowdy dodge, then we need 2 GFIs. But that's a 75%, whereas these are both like 80%, so I guess it's better just to do the GFIs. One more. Suddenly, this is looking like we might get it. Suddenly. Oh my goodness. My blood pressure is through the roof, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I am absolutely like on edge. I'm sorry, I haven't read chat in like an hour. So Shamba, the other one had a little bit more than that because it also had to be another 2+ dodge with dodge afterwards. But probably you're right, though. It looks like on that I might have done the wrong thing. I couldn't cut the corner because the tree was in the way. The corner was here, so I either had to do 4-2 or I had to do the 2 GFIs. Jenny, thank you so much for the resub. 2 months. Super, super kind of you. Okay, rowdy dodge time. Doesn't make the first one. Doesn't make the second one. Stuns themselves on the way. All right.
I'm just a CCL greedy boy like you.
Think we're going to win. So the next thing is, can we avoid anyone dying? That is not a foregone conclusion. I think this is worth blitzing, even though it's a bit of a risk because we could roll the 1 in 9, which we did.
Cause I'm just a CCL griefer, baby.
Okay. It's gone badly. Well, let's try and dodge you away anyway. Just trying to make it harder for you to get this hit on this one. Don't care if you do it on someone else. In fact, staying there is probably the right thing then. Keep that guard there. Kill one of these two. That's fine. You just want the SVP.
She never gloats and has great emotes.
No, they want to kill that one. Fail this, please. Oh, thank goodness. No reroll. get in. Oh my goodness. I would love to score on someone else, but there's absolutely no way I'm throwing another dice right now. I'm walking into the end zone. Oh, I didn't mean to cut the conversation short. I mean, I've got to play this season's Chalice game later today, and I think I've just used up all of my energy and stress and everything in one game. We did lose a piece that game. We did pay a price. We did lose a really nice guard lineman, but I think I don't think there were any MNGs on top of that. So I think this is now definitely a parked team, at least until I got my holiday. Lovely to roll a big fat 6 on the winnings. Lovely to get that MVP. How are the injury rolls in the end? The second half, my injury rolls were really good. I thought that not injury rolls, armor rolls. Second half injury rolls were really good. I swear at half time the only one that wasn't an armor break was the snake dodge, but the second half we did get a lot luckier on those. Blocking dice, we did roll a lot of skulls. Almost all of those were just on that one horrible turn. Or well, not almost all of them, but like half of them were on that one horrible turn, which was a horrible turn. Opponent also rolled quite a few skulls, but I mean they're kind of even from the skulls to there. You know, well played to Fallen Glory. I thought they were going to win that game, and really, like, even though I was moaning in it against having to play against the Wizard, like, you know, my team is ridiculously strong, right? So I think, again, they played really well. I don't think I've played either of my 2 games today as well as I should have done. But the team is alive. Agility here. I'm not taking strength. The strength on a catch is really bad, but it's just hilarious that we've rolled this again. I'll take guard. Just more guard. We lost the guard, get a guard back. Like, I cannot explain what's happening with these dice. I cannot. No, strength on an elf catch is just kind of bad because you pay 50,000 just to turn it into like a more expensive bad ward answer. Whereas guard is really good because movement 8 and all that dodge is great. Strength of the memes. You can't bully me into taking strength of the memes on this one, guys. You can try, but you can't succeed. I'm just going to click it before you guys convince me that fun is more important than building the team right. I'm so wiped out from those 2 games, guys. Oh my god. I mean, this still could not qualify, right? Like, we're on about 76 Dode. 76 Dode is not a guarantee. Wood Elf race can be super competitive. I've seen 76 Dode fail. I think I went back through the last 5 seasons and 76 would have gotten all but one of them. That was a really, really crazy season because a lot of big streamers all went for it at the same time, including me. And I mean, I assume Dadel will at some point do it again this season, but me and Dadel went for it. Artemis had a team. There were loads of really, really good players, not just streamers, just really good players going for it that season. Sindane had one of the teams. I think this season could be really intense as well because there's some really good coaches going for it again this season. Shtick's got a team, J-Lev's got a team, Uber Defel's got a team, but I feel okay parking on 76 or whatever we are now. We're on, let's Dode math, 17, 5 and 1. Fallen Glory. Do you stream Fallen Glory? Because I'm not following you and I think I should be. But your thing said twitch.tv. Yeah, we're at 76.0. We stop. We park the team there. The team is in too good shape, right? Like if if there was some MNGs, if there was something else that was like, well, maybe okay, we play on, that might be worth it. But this team is Chalice ready. Like, you would take that team to Chalice in a heartbeat. You'd feel great about it. So I think 76 is a spot where we can park.